Welcome to everybody to this new series about the Warframe guide. Uh, so we're gonna already start here with the choice between Excalibur, Mag, and Vault. We're going through this quite quickly. So there is no wrong thing in Warframe, to be honest, because you can get every one of these later on. If you're a beginner or something, I would suggest Excalibur, mainly because he has like Radiant Blind, which is very useful in certain missions, and the Exalted Blade, which is just OP at early levels. So we're gonna choose our Excalibur, and yeah, I'm gonna skip the cutscenes if you want to enjoy the story, something like this. Now you're gonna find yourself in this situation. For now, just go through the story. You'll have what it says what to do on the map, so you don't have to worry about that. Just kill everybody. Genocide. So Warframe is a very complicated game. The main reason it's because you're not guided to do like much. They don't tell you what things are, how to get stuff, which is I do kind of enjoy this part of the game because like it's particular, you know. But it can also be confusing for new players, and it also it's not really new player friendly. Well, though in this case, I would suggest you to always pick the Scana. It's because uh, it works very well with Excalibur's passive, uh, since because of the bleeding damage it does. In Warframe, there's different types of damage we'll go through later on because like there's like a lot, and they are very complicated. Yeah, you're gonna get through how to do stuff, how to jump somewhere. The parkour is really fun, to be honest, in this game. Well, in this case, so there's no really wrong answer between these two. They kind of both suck. Well, I'm gonna take this one too. Let's go, our sheep, let's go! And it got cooked. I don't think it's usable anymore. Look at Vor, he's beautiful. He is quite beautiful. So now what we do is that Vor is really simple. Just go and attack. Really, Vor is an Englishman. Come on, for the Queen, chief, for the Queen. Okay, so this is another choice which doesn't really matter. Well, to be honest, if you're like someone who doesn't care about stealth, pick this. If you're someone who likes to one shot and take likes to go stealthy, go to this. You can get them later. I think you can this one actually for free, to be honest, and also the bow for free. Not for free, but only for credit, which I'll explain later the currency after this mission. Now the reason I picked up the bow because hehe bow nice. Yeah. Let me just finish this and you'll find me back into the spaceship unless something happens important on this part of the game. So while this thing is happening, I will explain the purpose of this series a bit more. So this series is gonna be about a beginner's point of view on how to improve, make the best choices, and understand how the game goes. There is no wrong choice, to be honest, in this game. There's only your choice, only your favorite choice. So my goal here is to make you understand the different things about this game, the different mods, how the currency works, and things like that, right? So this is gonna be the goal of this series. But this also can be useful for someone who's not even low MR, master rank. This can be useful for people who are also above. And if you have any suggestions to write down, which can be helpful to everyone, to me, to people who are reading the comments. So yeah, we finished this mission, the tutorial. Wait, the tutorial is not finished yet, but the first part of it is. So we just equip the arsenal. The arsenal is gonna be where you spend like most of your time. It's where you can equip your mods, change your warframes and weapons, which for now you don't have, but I got a fashion frame real quick, so wait a sec. So after some fashion frame, well, you don't have many options for now. We're gonna go for the next mission, that's restore ship comms. It's a very easy mission. I don't think I'll have to explain it, so I'll see after this mission. If there's anything particular I think worth mentioning, I'll show you. Well, I can explain what a spy mission is. So a spy mission is just as the name suggests, a mission which you take information from, right? So usually you will have three consoles. In this case, we only have console A, and we will have to hack it and get the information needed, which we will never know, to be honest. Another suggestion I can take is always go around and destroy stuff to get materials. Materials are so important in this game, especially in the early. It's always important to get some. Well, as I was saying, you once you get here, you should never put the alarms on, because if they do, the data is gonna start getting destroyed, which is something you don't want to do. Okay, stealth. I absolutely knew about this part. So this is the fastest way probably to just get through it. Just get above there, and you get here in no time. There's always different routes. There's never always just one route to get the data. That's like a really niche part. You can get different routes. You can, the most comfortable for you, or the one you find, just choose that one. In this case, I just think that's the fastest one. Okay, stalker. So after dealing with our spy mission, we're gonna see you in the spaceship. Oh, so well, like I was talking before, these are mods. These Hornet Strike, Serration, Pressure Point are all mods, and they all do well. I'll explain them more when we unlock the mod segment. This is really important. You can see the different quests you need to do, the different things about every weapon, well, these companions, warframes, factions. There's like all the information you need to know in this game. But who reads? I don't see that. I don't read. I don't like reading. So liberate. This is another example of another mission. It's usually called I have no clue. I'll check up later. But in this mission, you simply have to save somebody. You have to hack a console, and you'll save that person. Well, and then the hard part. I don't know even if it's hard part, but you have to go back in the extractions without having the guy to die, and they all have like low health. So the best way to do this, it will be just to go on without having to follow the guy, because the guy teleports next to you if you're far away. So that's the best way for him to avoid damage. And the only reason you would go back to him is when he dies, because if he dies, you fail the mission. These are mods. These give you power. Nice. So this is a mod. What you notice is that there's like some gray things down here, gray stars. Everyone has like a certain number, and what you also can see is this little symbol, which is basically everywhere. What's that symbol? Is called polarity. So what polarity does is, if you put the mod with a certain polarity to a space where it has that polarity, the mod price is halved. Simple as that. So, and you might notice something else, that the mod is written sometimes it's flowed. Flowed just means that this is not the complete mod. This is not like the good mod. Okay, so this is the good redirection. This is the bad redirection. And as you can see, it also can power up way more. So an advice is to almost never power up these mods. Oh, sorry, I didn't explain these little gray things. So these things are the rank of a mod. So yeah, mods have ranks, and depending on the mod, they have a certain number of ranks. So what a rank does is basically it just upgrades the mod. So if I upgrade this from 3%, it will become like 5%, as an example. And you can see this is like a aura mod, which we don't have at the moment because we're early level. So the moment we get one, I will explain that. But it's basically just a mod. If you put it here, it will put more capacity. Capacity is the amount of mods you can put. This is 4. We can put this one, unless we can put it here, but we put this one instead. Wait a second. We can do this. We can have more ability strength if that's something you want. If you want more ability range, if you want more shield capacity, you choose what you want to put depending on your preference. Yeah, so this is basically what mods are. You can upgrade the mods from the mod segment that we just unlocked. You can click the mod, click fusion, and we can do it right now. I mean, we can click this, but you see we have need credit and ando. This is a currency that you will get, not, I won't say easily, but I would say quite commonly in the future missions. You can't really get them right now. So these are mods. I will explain them even further in the future because we don't have really many options for them now, but they're really important to keep in mind. So let's just upgrade this thing real quick. Okay, after some upgrades, we're just gonna go on a bit with the storyline. Well, I'll see you later. So I'm here to talk about the war boss fight. It's not really a hard one, to be honest. It is quite easy. So this after doing a couple of missions for the tutorial, and our objective is to simply kill him. He's not a hard boss. Just go next to him and E. He will tell. His gimmick is that you deal some damage to him, he shields himself back, and you go on again to kill him. Yeah, it's that easy and simple. It's not complicated or anything. So yeah, again, you just have to do these 3 times if you're not wrong. You know, the 3-time rule. And teleport, which can be quite annoying, but really nothing. Yeah, he's dead already. He's probably the easiest boss. Now we can go back to extraction. So this is now when you actually get all the freedom on the game. Well, basically not all the freedom, but we finished the worst prize, which is an unavoidable quest. Now, what should you do? Well, like, I am a new player. I just finished the quest. They're not telling me what to do. What should I do? That is indeed a great question. So, the first objective as a new player is to complete these nodes, which is quite simple, and unlock all the junctions and these different planets, right? So, before that though, I'm gonna have to explain something which is, I think, really quite important, which is the market. The market, well, I think you can, oh, wait a second. Wait a second. We take this. The market is, as the name suggests, a market which you can buy things and with black credits or platinum. Platinum is the currency, the real world currency, right? That you have to buy with real money. But you can also get platinum in different ways. We'll not explain it in this episode. I'll explain it to the next one. But credits is the currency which you can get from beating missions, from like most actions, to be honest. You can get a lot of credits quite easily, and you can get warframes, weapons, and things like that. So let's go into getting a primary weapon, and you can see that only 2 weapons you can buy with credits. All of them are with platinums, but it's kind of a trap. You should never use your platinums on these weapons or warframes or anything. Go here and you see blueprint. Now what you'll see is the blueprint and the materials needed to complete the blueprint. So you can indeed buy this thing already, but it's not worth it like at all, especially for a burstone. No, you're never gonna use this weapon, to be honest. So buy the blueprint and get the materials, and that's how you basically get it. So how do I know where the materials are? Another good question. So you come here to your planet and you can see from this symbol what materials you can see here and what materials you can get there. Let's go on Venus, and these are the materials you can get here. Let's go Mercury, this is the materials you can get here. Well, now let's see the junction of Venus. So it is to collect 20 mods, which you can do just by going around, and apply 4 mods to a single Warframe or weapon, and upgrade a mod to a rank 2 or higher. So I've explained up ranking, and well, I'll show you right now, I guess. Do you have Endo though? Not even too sure about that. Just anymore, to be honest. I don't really plan. Well, oh yes, we did get some Endo apparently. We have 180. That's good. So rank 2, apply fusion. Yes. So as you can see, from 40% it goes to 120%. But the catch is it drains more capacity, as you can see. From 4, well, I guess that happened. Let me come back. So so I don't know what happened before. Well, we take it. Obviously it has to happen while I'm recording, right? So it's not supposed to happen, by the way, what it happened before. So the capacity now is 100 chill, 120% chill capacity, but it drains 6. So we apply, yes. Please don't get me out of the game. Alright, appreciate it. Alright, so we upgrade here, and we can see this is the mod upgraded here. We can put something else meanwhile. No, we can put this though. And which is very helpful. You won't upgrade any mods right now because it's not really worth it at this point of the game. You won't get any ando, to be honest. So your main focus right now should be to unlock all the nodes. To be honest, you can unlock some junctions by just randomly finishing all the nodes. In Earth, you can't. On Earth you can't finish all the missions, merely because these ones require an Archwing, which you unlock later on in your quest. So your focus now is to unlock this junction and to do the C2 store requests. The C2 store request is a bit long, but not even that much of a bothersome. So no, I can't go there. So I'll complete this. I'll collect another mod for the mission late, and I'll see you when I finish this query all of these things. If you have any questions, just ask right now. So this is the first time you've encountered a defense mission. So the objective of defense mission is to defend this thingy without having dying for at least 5 waves. You can do more than 5 waves, but it depends. If you want to stay more, if you want to level up more, if you want more rewards, you can definitely do that. No. Let me put down the volume of this game real quick. Oh, my ears are killing me, son. Well, yeah, so you can stay here for 5 waves, 10 waves, 15 waves. Each wave give like a type of reward, which depends on every mission. It's different in every mission. You can get relics, mods, and I think materials too in certain ones. So relics, what are relics? Yeah, I mentioned them and I even explained them. Well, relics are basically, how do I explain? I'll explain them. Actually, I don't even think it's worth to explain the relics right now. Since you don't even have them right now. So once we unlock relics, I'll explain them. For now, let's just finish this mission and we'll get it done. Another thing, I suggest you to always put defense missions on. Oh, not the network again. I suggest you to always put the missions on public, these missions at least, the defense ones, because they're a bit annoying to do in solo, to be honest. Uh, so if you have a friend, especially, you can do that too. It's always nice to play with a friend in Warframe. I think that's the funniest part of it. But be aware, if you're like playing in public or something, and you're with someone else, the enemies will get, there's really gonna be a bigger amount of enemies. There's not gonna be the same amount with one person than two persons. There's gonna be more if you play it with two people in the same mission. I think that's it, yeah. So you might get it actually faster if you're alone sometimes. Now we finished the lit mission, and you probably, if you follow this through, you probably had this master rank up. So I'll explain what master rank is. Master rank is your account rank basically, and you can gain master rank by leveling up your weapons and your warframes. Uh, After a certain level of master rank, which I think is 16, you will basically unlock every weapon and every warframe available. You will be able to play each one of them. So master rank is basically unlocks the weapons that you can use and the weapons that you can use and the warframes you can use. uh, Also, another thing that master rank does now, since we're master rank 0, if there's a level 0 weapon, let's say we're, as an example, to make it simple, we are master rank 20. Okay, if we have a level 0 weapon, it should have like 0 capacity or 3 capacity, but because we're master rank 20, it will have 20 capacity at the start at level 0. So yeah, which is quite useful in certain times. If So yeah, you get the ranks. The ranks is the levels, basically just a different name. You get the master rank by leveling up the missions and things like that, killing enemies. If you kill with a bow, you will get more levels in the bow. If you kill with the scanner, you get more levels with the scanner. If you kill with the secondary, you get more XP for the secondary. And if you kill with your Warframe's ability, you get more with your Warframe's ability. But at the end, they're all distributed not to each piece of your equipment, which will make sure you upgrade everything at the end. So every time you have like a level 30 weapon, remember to change it so your master rank goes up. The first one, you'll see, just do it right away. It's really straightforward. You just need to kill people with your primary weapon. We've become master rank 1 right now, and as you can see, you got more daily standings, which I'll explain in a later video, and base mode capacity and void traces, which are something you should not really worry about right now, and I'll explain later on, but they're all very important. So remember to level up your weapons and get new weapons, like I told you, get the blueprint and build them in the scenery, and you get more master rank like that. That's the only way in the end. So the next thing to do will be the Cetus story quest. Uh, we can unlock this right now, but I would suggest you to do the Cetus story quest and do this Eurasia and Everest and Koba. I think you can do events too. These missions here, try to unlock them. And the C2 story quest is not very long. It can be done in 30 minutes maybe. That's not very long for like Warframe standards, I'll tell you that, son. So doing that, I'll do in a second and complete these notes, which I'll do right now, and I'll see you in a bit. Well, I've been talking about the C2 story quest. What exactly is it? Fair enough, I haven't really explained how to unlock it. So uh, you go in Cities, right? There's gonna be a cutscene, and taking a few steps, and there's gonna be this yellow mark, which is gonna take you to Konzu. So what you have to do to go boundary and do this one, and this will trigger the story quest. From now and forwards, you will get what to do and everything you need to finish this story quest. Now I'll see after we finish it. After finishing finally all the nodes on Earth, like I said before, we were not able to do this one because of Archwing, which we will unlock in a future quest. So let's get over this. We completed World's Prize, which was the first quest. Put at least collected 20 mods, which you 100% did while you were finishing the other missions. Apply 4 mods in a warframe or weapon. If you don't have enough capacity, just put low level mods, low level things to fill the requirement. You only need to do it once. So after you just put those 4 mods, you can re-put yours and upgrade the mod. We showed this one before. So let's go to Junction to Venus. I'll show you now. This is another reason why I'll think Excalibur is the best one for beginners, because junctions are like so easy with this guy. Yeah, okay, sure, chief. So against Volt. So what you do with Excalibur, you just go next to him and you blind him and you just attack him. So this is the reason why I think Excalibur Race is the best for beginners, because you can just start the mission, the Spectre, go next to it, use your ult, attack him 3, 3, 4, and he's dead. When you have more energy, I suggest is to blind him, then attack him. I don't have enough energy for that. So now we just get our new planet. So we unlocked a blueprint of a secondary weapon, a mod, some salvage, which is a material, mods, and taxon. So taxon is a companion. Companions are they follow you in missions, which can be pretty useful because they each companion does different things and they have different abilities. So this particular companion taxon, I think his thing is just does some damage. I don't think he's that good because he's just starting one, so fair enough. You go to the factory, you go to companion, and you build him. Takes 24 hours. That's fine. So another thing I should explain of master rank. So the tied companions and warframes, they give the same. They give like at the end 6,000 master rank when they reach level 30. Both of them. For the weapons, it's less. But you can check. I'll be accurate. Just so another thing on the master rank I should explain. Hamza, Hamza, puoi andare un attimo? So at master rank again, you get a certain amount of master rank for each weapon and warframe, and it's the same for every weapon and warframe. So for warframes is 6,000, for weapons it's 3,000. Now, why I said that? Because it's quite important. And the companion also gets 6,000. So if you want to farm master rank really easily, companions and warframes are the main part because they get so much master rank and it's really easy to have them. So yeah, just wanted to explain this. Now we have unlocked Venus. Venus. Now, I won't do Venus right now. I will do it in the second part of this video. But it's not much different from Earth. It's just gonna be complete all the nodes. There is something different from Earth. There is, which I'll explain in the next video. But hopefully, what you learned today was helpful for you. And I hope to see you in the next video. See ya.